There's a program in the United States. It's called Meals on Wheels. It's a volunteer program where people who are capable of driving and have time will bring food, nice, hot, cooked, fully cooked, nutritious meals to the homes of people that are called shut-ins or unable to get out and get that meal. These homes will be delivered directly to their home, and they'll have at least that one nutritious meal a day. I mention this program not for the program, which is a nice advertisement. I sponsor it. I perform for it. I perform for them. I volunteered for Meals on Wheels. I volunteered for many different things. I volunteered for Meals on Wheels. I volunteered for the Greater Rhode Island Food Bank. I volunteered for the hospice, and I did not do hospice care, but I did go in and help care for the patients. I'd play card games with them and let them win every game. I'd rub lotion into their hands. I'd talk their ear off and let them talk my ear off. Anyway, I mention these things because the Meals on Wheels is what prompted my idea for what I'm trying to do here today. I did mention it early on in. I do it a lot for shut-ins. And recently I've been really, really energetically feeling through the airlines. I haven't heard anything. Something about martial law, which means more shut-ins, which means there's shut-ins that were already shut in, but there's more. My experience with just the questions I had with the shut-ins, it was just, how do you get through every day? Now listen, I'm going to admit I was a bad employee or volunteer because I signed a contract that I would deliver the meal and leave. I didn't. I avoided, I guess, that contract. I would sit there with these patients, customers, people, literally, and I'd have conversations with them 5 minutes at a time. It didn't matter. I was rewarded with a dog for just that one practice. So yeah, I didn't abide by my contract, but I did meet a lot of people and I did learn a lot of things. I learned a lot of people aren't able to be shut in so well. I learned a lot of people experience further demise as shut-in continues merely because there's no engagement, there's no interaction. And they would tell me sometimes, because sometimes I'd only be at their house once a week, they say, sometimes you're the only person I see all week long and have a conversation with. It broke my heart, but I still kept doing it for them. Because I knew by me doing that for them, it was helping their heart, and they could stay another day or two, or maybe that spark will wake up and they'd go further. There were reasons I did everything I've done. Meals on Wheels was one of my first, well, no, there were many. The resistance, I'm stubborn. I was working for Owens Corning. They were Corning Fiber, Corning Glass, something like that in Central Falls. My very first internship. I had a problem at the photocopier machine. And the first person I came to was this gentleman with a red tie, so I'm just trying to explain to him what my issue is, and he's just like, I'm like, listen, judge me if you want. I grabbed that gentleman by his tie and I brought him over to the photocopier and I said, this! And he looked at the photocopier and he said, oh, and told me exactly what I needed to do. Sounds like I haven't been able to effectively communicate to people what I need for a very long time. Until now. I see martial law coming in. I see children way over there. They've been crying for hunger since I was a little girl. I get it. Not everyone is. But some still are. You can't fake that. Or can you? Are they? If they are, I'm sorry. From my heart to believe that. But I don't believe that they're faking it. I believe those children are real. I believe those children deserve more smiles too. I mean, the only reason they don't smile is they see everyone else getting birthday parties and Christmas gifts, and they can too if now the orphanage owner is able to be the content creator that I see them becoming. All we gotta do is engage with them. This video I've created here, I'll post it on their page too, and this alone will give them content, money, monetization. Thank you, Meta, for figuring this out. Meta takes care of all the conversions and all the transfers. We don't need to send a penny. We don't need to overextend ourselves to make this happen, is my whole point. And they don't need to beg further. They can have more engagement, more interaction, more fun, more fun, more fun, more fun. And I hate to put it like that, but I don't hate to put it like that. More fun, more fun. When you've got kids involved, come on, what's a kid want? Thank you. At the end of the day, these children whom, from my experience, I'll tell you my one experience with just one of them, the heartfelt, oof. I had wanted some Southern Comfort one night, and here in Texas you get a sleeve of them. They're 23% alcohol by volume, and there's 10 in the pack. I'm like, 23%? This is like drinking Kool-Aid with a little splash of alcohol. I drank all 10 of them. Do you know the next day I talked to Mercy, and the way she cried, and the heart I felt. I haven't drank anything ever since that day. Nope, not even a sip. That child healed me in a second. In a second. They have the capacity. I wish I had that, but that's okay. I know who does. I know who to go to. I've asked Mercy well over a year ago. I don't even know if she'll accept. I'm so blessed with her presence. I want her to be the voice of Breathe, Nourish Life thoughtfully. Now it's out in the open. Because I want to get the soldiers off the streets and into safety. I hear there are safe havens everywhere for everyone else, and I know the soldiers can too. But Michael's still in the streets, isn't he? He's a Vietnam vet. I'm thinking we need something different. And our president said he's bringing Canada, possibly, maybe it was rhetorical, into the USA. I'm saying, hey, let's do it. Now we can do safe dosing too. Some of our veterans are drug influenced and alcohol addicted and sleeping on our streets. We know this is happening. It's been happening a long time. I'm thinking it's time we put a stop to this before creating more war and creating more babies.